Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Red Dog Construction is a locally owned family business that prides itself on providing quality building services. Whether you're looking to build a new home, pool building, or arena for your acreage, beautiful new porch, or maybe do a remodel on your bathroom, Red Dog Construction will provide high-quality, custom work that you can't beat. Contact Red Dog Construction for your next project and check out their website to see all their beautiful work they've done. Red Dog Construction is a proud supporter of Vibrant Hurley activities.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Families, businesses, farms, and communities matter, and Parsons Insurance Agency is here to help protect what matters to you. As independent insurance agents, they can give you more options and more choices by shopping for insurance coverage through multiple providers. For life, health, home, auto, farm, business, or other types of insurance, talk to an agent at Parsons Insurance Agency about a quote today. Parsons Insurance Agency is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Attention producers, the new year is upon us, and that means it's time to update your display and controller software, which is crucial for optimizing performance and profits. Contact the professionals at Grossenberg Implement today so you can make the most of the enhanced features and farming tools that are currently available. Optimize your efficiency, productivity, and connectivity options with a software update at Grossenberg Implement. Visit one of our 9 locations or go to grossenberg.com for more information. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota, for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
Helena Agri-Enterprises LLC, proudly serving area communities with a wide range of agricultural products ranging from fertilizer, seed, chemical, precision planting products, as well as all of your custom application needs. Call one of the 4 locations today in Menno, Tripp, Freeman, and Turkey Ridge. Helena would like to wish all the area teams a successful season. Helena, people, products, knowledge.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Welcome back inside Vibor Hurley Middle School here in Hurley, South Dakota. Thanks for tuning in to the inaugural and 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic, streamed here on Live Ticket TV. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cole Larsch, alongside me, Spencer Bewley. Vermillion Tanagers and the Pine Ridge Thorpes. They are set to tip off here in 45 seconds. Let's take a look at both these squads very quickly. First, for the Vermillion Tanagers, no votes in the latest media poll. They come into the game 3-1. They average 75 points a game. They allow, on average, 47. They just played yesterday and got the big win at Tri-Valley in that new complex up there, 84-56. For the Thorpes of Pine Ridge, they've played a busy schedule already this season. They come in 5-5 on the season and receiving votes in the latest media poll, which was almost 2 weeks ago. They come in averaging 65.5 points a game, and they allow, on average, 57.1 points. As we're getting you set for starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Midwest Miracles Classic.
For the first annual Midwest Miracles Classic, again, Pine Ridge and the Vermillion Tanagers. See who they announce the starting lineups first. It is going to be...
Your attention to the top of the balcony area as Darren Yellow Boy sings the Lakota flag song.
It's going to be the Lakota flag song, so we'll keep it right here. There we go, the Lakota flag song formed here up on the balcony up beside us before the game here tonight. Let's get you your starting lineups first. For the home team on the scoreboard, the designated home team, the Pine Ridge Thorpes. Starting in the guard, a 6'4 junior, number 1, Marvin Richard III. At guard, a 5'11 junior, number 10, Colby Steele. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 11, Anthony Steele. Number 15, a 6'4 junior forward, Alex Bissonette, and a 6'2 freshman guard, number 34, Caleb Blackfeather. Pine Ridge is coached by Casey Means, assisted by Charles Schrader Jr. Now the starting lineup for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Vermillion Tanagers. Starting at guard, a 6' senior, number 12, Landon Cerny. At guard, a 6'3 senior, number 24, Carter Hansen. At forward, a 6'5 sophomore, number 30, Luke Jensen. At guard, a 6'1 junior, number 32, Gabe Larson. At guard, a 6'4 junior, number 33, Trey Hansen. The Vermillion Tanagers are coached by assistant coaches John Ruvers, Lewis Budmeyer, and Connor Rohrig. The head coach of the Tanagers is Jay Drake. Pine Ridge at 5-5, Vermillion at 3-1. Game number 6 of the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic.
It'll be a fun one, Cole. We saw Vermillion shoot the lights out last night over on the inaugural game at Tri-Valley's beautiful facility. See what they have tonight against a very fast Pine Ridge team. See if they get their legs back underneath them after battling at Tri-Valley.
Tap has won and controlled by Pine Ridge, again in the home whites going right to left on your video screen. They try to look inside for Richard III, and it's stolen away by Trey Hansen. Quickly up ahead in the corner. 3 ball is off the mark that time for Gabe Larson, and rebound to Caleb Blackfeather. So we played 25 seconds. It's already fast. Pull up 3. Got it to go. Marvin Richard III. First points of the ball game, and Marvin Richard III continues his impressive tear here in Class A basketball. Tanagers go up ahead. Shot up, no good, and a foul called on, Gabe Larson had the shot up. Foul is going to be on Colby Steele. First personal and the first team foul of the game.
Number 32, Gabe Larson.
Larson will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. First one is off the mark, no good. And while we got a moment, take a look at that silent auction link right above the scoreboard. 25 wonderful items on sale. All proceeds go to the Midwest Miracles Foundation. Bidding will close at 7:30. Second free throw also off the back of the iron and no good. Colby Steele with the rebound for the Thorpes. Anthony Steele, bounce pass to Bissonette. Backdoor cut for Richard III. He's got it. He spins. Lay in, no. Blocked away by Carter Hansen. Quickly the Tanagers push. Trey Hansen inside, and now a travel going to be called on Trey Hansen. That's one thing you're going to see. Hansen drives in, tries to draw contact in a foul, and when he doesn't get it, he gets wildly out of control.
A little bit of James Harden-esque. He definitely is going to sell the contact when he gets to the rim, but that's what he's good at. I mean, he gets to the line a lot, and when he's not drawing the contact, he's a good finisher underneath.
Richard III, top of the key 3 ball is short and goes out of bounds. Possession to the Vermillion Tanagers underneath the Thorpes hoop. 3-0, 6:45 to go in quarter number 1. And thanks for tuning in exclusive streaming on vhcougars.liveticket.tv. Trey Hansen at the half-court stripe has it stolen away. Anthony Steele, first steal for him. Richard III inside. His lane is off the mark, too strong. Rebound to Carter Hansen. Hansen, he'll drive coast to coast, lost it, and out of bounds. Possession back to Pine Ridge.
Yeah, this is going to be a chaotic game. I mean, we knew it was going to be fast, but right away we're seeing a lot of turnovers forced. It's kind of a consistency we've seen. Saw it last night up in Tri-Valley with this Vermillion Tanagers team, but overall, I mean, it's going to be quick and chaotic with a lot of steals on both sides.
Anthony Steele has it right wing, guarded by Cerny. Looks for a Marvin Richard III trying to cut, stolen away by Trey Hansen. Second steal for him. He lost it for a moment. Now Cerny has it. Hansen right wing, jabs. Now he looks around. He'll fake middle, now swing it around. Jensen left wing 3. That's off the mark and no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Gabe Larson, and then he throws it away. It is going to be an over and back call, so Pine Ridge will get it underneath their own hoop.
Yeah, that right there, to me, that's just the speed of the game. I mean, that's Larson getting that ball and thinking that, got to go quick, got to get this ball out of my hands, got to get it to the next guy because everybody's moving so fast around me.
3-0, 5:47 to play. Richard III has it right side, guarded by Carter Hansen. He kicks out. Colby Steele, left wing three, off the side of the iron and no good. Rebound to Carter Hansen, his second. He'll jog things up the court. Your three officials, Brad Coleman, Tom Eggers, and Brett LaCroix, had the game before him. I wonder if they knew they were going to get signed up for a track meet here for the second game of their day. Larson, they're going to swing it around. Cerny, left wing. 12 points for him in their contest last night, all in the second quarter. Trey Hansen, right wing three. Got it. Trey Hansen, first points of the ball game for him. And now we are all tied up 3 apiece. 5:10 to play here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, that's got to calm the nerves a little bit, especially if you're head coach Jay Drake, just seeing your offense use up some of that shot clock, get some good passes, work the system, and come away with points on top of it.
Richard the third step through, and no, they're going to say a foul on the drive as they thought that Richard the third was going to shoot, but he passed it into the corner. Going to be the first foul on Luke Jensen and the first team foul on the Vermillion Tanagers. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Blackfeather lobs it in. Bissonette lost it for a moment. Now he'll hand it off to Anthony Steele, left wing. Richard the third, he'll drive baseline, poked away from behind. Credit the steal to Carter Hansen. Lob up ahead, too strong for Hansen. They're going to say last touched. Now we're going to get a foul called. It's going to go on Trey Hansen. First personal and the second team foul. A little on-air production meeting, Spencer Bewley. If you want to replay, 6 is your hotkey.
All right.
And 3 is to clear it.
Just glad we have it set it up this time.
Just in case you want to. Yeah, see, I learned my lesson after game number 1. It's been set up and rolling ever since. Anthony Steele, he'll drive right, kick out, Blackfeather, left corner 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Landon Cerny. Carter Hansen gets it across. In the road blacks for the Tanagers. Letters and numbers in red with red and white trim down the sides. Hansen to Cerny in the corner. Cerny, Hansen, Trey Hansen. Thought about the long 3, didn't take it. Kicks over. 3-pointer Gabe Larson. Short, no good. Rebound tapped around. Cerny comes up with it, and he gets the putback. He is good. Quick timeout called by head coach Casey Means. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back to Viborg Hurley Middle School in 30 seconds.
When it comes to your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, you've found the team to trust in the Viborg and surrounding area. Ackerman Heating and Air Conditioning offers reasonably priced HVAC work for your home or business, along with the best Coleman products for any season. They are community-oriented and take pride in providing courteous and friendly top-level professional service. Their technicians are thoroughly trained and experienced to handle any HVAC needs. From furnaces to air conditioners, Ackerman Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered.
For 40 years, there has been one name you can trust in the area for your seed services. It's not a big...
Welcome back inside Viborg Hurley Middle School here in Hurley, South Dakota, host of the inaugural and 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic put on by Kobe Sherman. All profits and proceeds from today's action, including a portion of the pay-per-view, will go benefiting families suffering through pediatric cancer, part of the Midwest Miracles Foundation. Right wing 3 is good by Colby Steele, and the Thorpes have the lead 6-5, 3.5 to go in quarter number 1. Carter Hansen to Cerny, top of the key. Now to Trey Hansen. He'll dribble middle, pull up from 16 feet. Got it for Trey Hansen. 5 points for him. He's now the leading scorer in the ball game. 7-5 is the Tanager lead. Again, Tanagers in the road blacks, Thorpes in the home whites.
That's one of those shots that Trey Hansen kind of has in his bag. That pull-up mid-range jumper can be really useful at times, especially when you're playing a stingy defense. And we're going to see if we can't get this one on replay here.
I got the replay too late. The 3 ball was missed by Richard III. Craig Coleman said it went out of bounds. Then official Tom Eggers said it was tipped at the top of the key. So him and Jay Drake talking about it a little bit. Now we're going to have a point of discussion as the shot clock did reset, and now they're going to recall it. So 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3:06 on the game clock. Thorpes will throw it in from underneath their own hoop in a stack formation at the lane line. Looking inside now, an illegal screen going to be called on number 24, Kenny Poyam, who checked in at the last timeout. Sealed him off, and that is going to be his first. On the scoreboard, they have it on Carter Hansen, but that was on Kenny Poyam. He checked in, the 6'1 senior forward. Carter Hansen hands off to his brother Trey. Trey, top of the key. In the corner, Landon Cerny. He'll pull up left corner three. Got it. Landon Cerny continues his hot hand from yesterday, and it's a 4-point lead for the Tanagers, 10-6.
Yeah, I think last night Landon Cerny hit 4 threes in a span of maybe 50 seconds on the game clock. I mean, it was an incredible display of three-point shooting, and they're going to need that today. I mean, Pine Ridge has kind of showed that they're going to live and die behind the arc like we're seeing right here.
Three ball is good. Anthony Steele, his first 3 points for him. All 9 points for Pine Ridge from beyond the arc. 10-9 your score. 2:18 to play in the first quarter. Trey Hansen, he'll pull up for responses off the mark. Rebound is loose and controlled by Carter Hansen. Hansen stopped close to the block, step through lay-in. That's off the mark, no. O-board Trey Hansen, and the putback is good for Trey. 7 points for him in the ball game. 12-9, 2 minutes left in quarter number one.
Yeah, I know Trey Hansen's probably got the green light to pull up from pretty much anywhere on this court. I mean, he's a great three-point shooter, but especially in a game like this, I don't think there's a need to really take that shot because it just speeds up the game when you don't necessarily need to speed it up manually. They did a great job earlier on kind of working that shot clock a little bit and taking more quality threes, but finishing well here.
Certainly with the head fake, he drives in. Timeout by Casey Means. We'll take it with him back to Vibrant Curley Middle School in 60 seconds.
But a family-run business. Dakota Seed and Service in Irene has been servicing farms. Jared and his crew can provide the best Pioneer seed along with direct-to-the-field delivery service. Dakota Seed and Service can also sell the right chemicals you need for your farm and provide the correct crop insurance for 40 years and many more to come. When you need the right seed and service, trust Dakota Seed and Services.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Welcome back to Vibrant Curley Middle School here in Hurley, South Dakota, host of the Midwest Miracles Classic. 1:37 to go in the first quarter. The Vermillion Tanagers lead the Pine Ridge Thorpes 14-9. Again, Pine Ridge receiving votes in the latest Class A media poll, which came out, would be 12 days ago now. We'll get a new one come Monday. I'm sure voting will go out for that tomorrow. Paging Ryan Deal. Kick out, right wing three by number 2, Michael Calley, the 5'10 senior guard. He checked in out of the last timeout. Cerny had it trapped. Now Trey Hansen. He'll drive, and now a body foul going to be called. Kenny Pulliam's second personal and the third team foul on Pine Ridge. Richard the third. Michael Calley is in. Number 22, Will Times Jr., a 6'5 sophomore center. Checks in. For the first time this game, Trey Hansen pump fakes. Now he'll step through a pass. Spencer Blanchette, who recently checked in, over to Cerny for three. Got it. Oh, my goodness. What are we seeing from Landon Cerny? Came into his game yesterday averaging 6 points a game. In the last 2 games, he has 22 points.
Yeah, when you got the hot hand, you got the hot hand, and nobody is shooting the ball better than Landon Cerny right now. I'd love to see a percentage from beyond the arc. I mean, it is incredible.
Get that replay on that far side. They're going to say it stays with Pine Ridge.
It's pretty tough to tell. Even only caught the back end of the play, but tough to tell
from our replay angle. Pass tipped around, stolen away by Cerny. First steal for him. 17-9 here in quarter number one. Shot clock is off for the Tanagers. Trey Hansen has it. Hansen guarded closely by Anthony Steele. Still has a count. Over to Blanchette, back to Trey Hansen with 8, now with 7. 6, waves his help off. Now with 5 with 4. Blanchette, right corner 3, got it. Oh my goodness.
It's the whole team at this point. I mean, wow.
20-9, your first quarter score, and the buzzer sounds. We're going to step aside when we come back. Second quarter action from the Midwest Miracles Classic on the way next on Live Ticket TV.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's N-U-G-E-N Marion.com.
You'll find Merchant State Bank with locations in Freeman, Hurley, Viborg, and Irene offers big bank products to meet your financial needs. Merchant State Bank's mission is to provide high-quality financial service to the area and to promote economic growth and stability within those communities. Go to msb-sd.com to browse their website or stop in and meet their friendly staff. Merchant State Bank, your hometown bank since 1899. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Live Ticket TV, home of streaming for the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic after one quarter of play in game number 6. Tanagers 20, Thorpes 9. Receiving votes and non-receiving votes in the media polls. Tanagers will have Trey Hansen pull up for a long right wing 3 after jawing a little bit with Anthony Steele, and that's no good. Richard III with the rebound. Long pass up ahead, stolen away by Trey Hansen. Now the third steal of the ball game for Trey. He might play a little wild at some points, but he always plays like his hair is on fire. Jensen, they're going to swing it all the way around. Carter Hansen, top of the key. He'll now drive left. 10-footer, got it to go for Carter Hansen. First 2 points in the ball game for him. 13-point ball game, 22-9. Good crowd on hand here in the Viborg Hurley Middle School. Probably not quite the fullest we've seen it so far, but expected to keep filling in as Viborg Hurley and Elk Point Jefferson in a girl-boy doubleheader will be the next 2 games. Steele, pass over Richard III, right wing. He'll drive middle, lay in through contact, no. Partially blocked, and now a foul going to be called on the Vermillion Tanagers. Gabe Larson, first personal, and the first team foul of the quarter as they did not reset the team fouls. As on the scoreboard, it still says period 2. Now they reset them. That'll be the first on the Tanagers. Richard III, first free throw is good for him. He's now the Thorpes leading scorer. 4 points for him, 3 for Colby Steele, 3 for Anthony Steele, 22-10. Second one is up and also good, 5 points for Richard III in the ball game, 22-11 your score, 1 minute gone here in quarter number 2. Carter Hansen. He'll drive left, kick out to Jensen. Jensen pump fakes. Kicks over in the corner to Larson. Larson, left wing to Cerny. Top of the key over to Carter Hansen. 15 on the shot clock. He'll drive baseline. Left-handed floater, no. Offensive rebound put back. That one's off the mark for Jensen, and the rebound is controlled by the Thorpes. Richard III wants to push. Coast to coast, lay in, good. Marvin Richard III, 7 points. Now a quick timeout by head coach Jay Drake. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back to Viborg Hurley Middle School in 30 seconds.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Hello, back to Hurley, South Dakota. Quick 4-0 run by the Pine Ridge Thorpes. Jay Drake takes his pad and then quick timeout, walks out to about the free throw line, says what he needs to say in about 15 seconds, and walks back to the team huddle. 6:15 to go in quarter number 2, 22-13. Trey Hansen chucks up an ugly shot. They're going to say out of bounds, last touched by the Vermillion Tanagers. We'll get it on slow-mo replay.
I don't know, Jim.
Gonna be close either way. And now the clock is not running. But an offensive foul going to be called on Pine Ridge. Illegal screen on Alex Bissonette. First personal, first team foul. Again, clock did not run that entire drive, and now it is back up and running, so there we go. 6:05 to play here in quarter number 1. 22-13 your score in favor of the Vermillion Tanagers in their road blacks. Pine Ridge Thorpes in their home whites. Carter Hansen, a couple pump fakes. Kicks over. Larson, now back to Carter Hansen, 13 on the shot clock. He'll drive. Kick out to Cerny with 10. Cerny, pull up 3, off the mark and no. Richard III with the rebound. He'll want to push the pace. 3 rebounds for him. Double teamed. Now steal to steal. Pass is errant and out of bounds. Turnover and possession of the Vermillion Tanagers. Number 21, Zayden Winters, a 5'11 sophomore guard, checks in for the first time for the Pine Ridge Thorpes. Carter Hansen dribbles it up, guarded by Marvin Richard III. It'll be a good matchup. You want to watch the rest of this game if they keep it that way. Hansen tries to pass underneath the Cerny. He somehow recovered it. Jensen, Carter Hansen left wing. Cerny top of the key. Larson for 3, got it. Gabe Larson, first 3 points for him in the ball game, and it's back up to a 12-point game. 25-13, there we go. 5 minutes to play in quarter 2.
I just cannot, you and I were talking off air, Cole, I mean, you just cannot say enough about the way the Vermillion Tanagers are shooting the ball to start this season, really, overall. I mean, they have, every game that we've done pretty much, they have shot phenomenally.
Ball's on the floor, still loose, going to be picked up by Alex Bissonette. First steal for him. Quickly up ahead, Anthony Steele for 3, off the rim and no good. Cerny with his 4th rebound to go along with his game-leading 10 points. Cerny hands off Trey Hansen, top of the key. Over to Carter, left wing. Carter now in the corner, guarded by Zayden Winters. Carter, pump fakes, tries passing it over, contact, and he falls. Larson, pull-up jumper is good for Gabe Larson. 5 points in the game, all in this quarter. 14-point game, 27-13, halfway through quarter number 2. Richard III splits the double team, lay in, got too fancy with it, and it's no good. Ball is loose and controlled by Landon Cerny. Ball is still loose, now a jump ball called. And possession will go to Pine Ridge. Carter Hansen's got to come out. He's got some blood. No, he's going to get some water. Now we're going to get a towel to wipe up what I'm sure is the 7 pools of sweat underneath the hoop as bodies were hitting the floor everywhere. Michael Calley checks in. Zayden Winters checks off for Pine Ridge. John Bruvers snags the towel, walks back with a little bit of pace, tossed it over to John Manning. Big John up there in the second row. 3:53 to play in the second quarter. Tanagers get it in quickly to Richard III, and now a blocking foul going to be called on Carter Hansen. And he kind of puts his hands up like, what did I do there? I was just standing there. Seems like a pretty obvious foul to me. First personal, second team.
Well, I mean, are you really trying if you're not complaining a little bit? I mean, well, it's basketball. Come on.
That is true. That is true. And our 3 referees, they're not going to, I promise you, they're not going to change their mind once something is called.
I don't know if I've ever seen a mind changed.
3-ball Anthony Steele, right wing, fading away. High arcing is good. 27-16, the Thorpes cut it to 11. With 3:40 to play here in quarter number 2. Jensen, Larson, stops in the half circle at the free throw line over to Carter Hansen, guarded by Richard III. Now we're going to get an off-ball foul going to be called on Pine Ridge. Going to go on. Michael Callie, first personal, second team foul. Spencer Blanchette will check in. And Gabe Larson will check off for the Tanagers. Casey Means trying to plead with Brad Coleman, and I promise you he's not going to change his mind one bit. Floater, Trey Hansen, that one's off the mark and no good. Rebound to Alex Bissonette, first board of the ball game for him. Quickly up the other side. Lay-in is good for Marvin Richard III, now 9 points for him in the ball game. Back down to a 9-point game, 27-18. Trey Hansen stutter steps, drives left, up in her lay-in, no good, and he falls to the floor, trying to get a foul. Rebound, Michael Callie. Steele. Drives, kicks out. Richard III, left wing three. No, off the front of the rim. And now we're going to get flopping warning going to be called on the Vermillion Tanagers.
Interesting.
So a dead ball flopping warning means the ball will be jumped, and the possession arrow points in favor of the Vermillion Tanagers. So now, again, that's a point of emphasis this season is the flop warning. No fouls issued now, but if any other player for the Vermillion Tanagers gets called for a flop, it'll be an instant team technical. 2 free throws and possession for the Pine Ridge Thorpes. Saw that happen in the Sanford Couch Sports Center. One on Mount Vernon Plankton and one on Vermillion in about a span of about 40 seconds. So not necessarily common, but again, a point of emphasis this season. Left corner three is good. Landon Cerny, game leading 13 points for him. 30-18 is your score in the second quarter.
And it's awesome to see a guy like Landon Cerny really step up and start taking this role of being a leading scorer on, because, you know, this is a Vermillion team that they lost Zone Robinson, a really important guy, just to the overall system of the offense. Whether or not, you know, he was the leading scorer was a different story every night, just because they do have some of their weapons still on the court. But, I mean, Landon is stepping up huge for Vermillion right now.
Richard III dribbled it out of bounds. Turnover, possession to Vermillion. Blanchette, he's going to say he drug his back foot. Travel called by Mr. Brad Coleman. Turnover and possession to Pine Ridge. Still a 4-possession ball game. 30-18 as the time right above the scoreboard says 5:43 p.m. In the next game, Viborg Hurley and Elk Point Jefferson girls scheduled to start at 6:30. Better buy a lottery ticket if we start on time. 3-ball Anthony Steele is off the mark. No. Fight for the rebound, they're going to say. Out of bounds, no signal yet. And
seems
inconclusive. Call on the court stands. They're going to call it
that
Tanager
probably
possession.
checks out.
Again, that angle far away. Can't really see it from there, but Brett Coleman, Tom Eggers got in there and got it all sorted out. 12-point game, 105 seconds to go in the first half. 3-ball quickly in the corner, got it to go. Luke Jensen. Now all 5 Tanager starters have scored. Now with 95 seconds, it's a 15-point ball game, 33-18. John Rufus on the bench trying to get the Tanager crowd into it right behind them.
Yeah, and I mean, I know I just talked a lot about Landon Cerny, but, you know, it's not just him. Jensen has stepped up a lot for this team as well. I know that he had a really big game against Sioux Falls Lutheran when we went and did that game.
Shot up and no, but an offensive rebound by Bissonette. He kicks out, and that one was blocked away by the Tanagers, so 33 on the shot clock. Thorpes retained possession. Richard III lost it for a moment, picked up back up by Steele. Richard has it elbow, blocked away by Carter Hansen. Another block for him. 3-ball on the wing, nothing but air for Anthony Steele in the rebound to Trey Hansen, second for him. Coast to coast, he's blocked away by Zayden Winters. And now the ball is loose, stolen away by Trey Hansen. Underhand lay-in is good. Trey Hansen, 4 steals for him, 9 points in the ball game, 35-18. Callie, corner 3, off the rim and no good. 5th rebound for Landon Cerny.
Yeah, worth noting on the defensive end for Vermillion and the offensive end for Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge has not necessarily chosen to show up and have to live and die by the 3-ball. Vermillion's really forced them into that offensive mode. There has just been nothing going inside for the Thorpes because of the length that Vermillion has over them interiorly.
Jay Drake said, hold for the last shot, and Carter Hansen lost it out of bounds. So turnover and possession to Pine Ridge, 18.6, and now we're going to ask for a towel once again. So Connor Rohrig will pull one out from right behind him. Tom Eggers jogs over to Brett LaCroix and says, all right, let's mop this area up again. Very fast-paced games. A lot of wet hair on the court right now. Everybody drenched in sweat.
I'm sure that they're all the players here are quite grateful to see some moisture on the floor needing to be mopped up. Get a little rest, put the hands on the knees for a second, catch your breath.
Shot clock is off. 7 seconds for Richard. He kicks over Callie. He's double teamed in the corner. Hot pass to Bissonette, out of bounds off of the hands of Alex Bissonette. So with 1.2, let's see if Vermillion can do anything with it. I'm not sure that they'll be able to. Cerny to Carter Hansen. He'll take one dribble. Shot just off the mark to the left, and that is how the first half will end. The Vermillion Tanagers 35, the Pine Ridge Thorpes 18. We're going to step aside when we come back. Halftime stats and analysis and a recap of all the games that we've played so far here in the Viborg Hurley Middle School. That is when we come back to Live Ticket TV.
Are you stuck in a job that gives you no family life? Work for Sue Steel and enjoy a 4-day work week. Choose from first or second shift and receive a sign-on bonus. Sue Steel builds farm bins and livestock solutions. Sue Steel is hiring right now for machine operators and general laborers for both first and second shift. Sue Steel makes it easy to apply. Go to their ProTech division in Lennox for walk-in interviews Monday through Thursday from 1 till 5, or apply online at SueSteel.com. Join the Sue Steel team and work a flexible, family-friendly 4-day work week.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at CoreCares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Are you tired of the same old boring dining options? Well, look no further than the Daneville Inn. They've got everything you need to satisfy your cravings, from mouth-watering pizzas to delicious burgers and everything in between. They're closed Monday and Tuesday, but the kitchen is open 4 p.m. to close Wednesday through Friday and 11 a.m. to close Saturday and Sunday. If you need pizza to go, make sure to call ahead. Daneville Inn in the heart of Viborg. Come on down for a fun and delicious dining experience.
Flieger Concrete is a residential, commercial, and industrial concrete contractor out of Hurley, South Dakota. They have the skills, equipment, and experience to complete projects of any size. They also specialize in concrete installation for homes and businesses, including stamped and decorative concrete. Flieger Concrete is also proud to offer high-quality steel building packages. Complete building services include laying the slab as well as erecting the building. Contact Flieger Concrete for more information.
Honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
Viborg Repair and Towing is now Revolution Repair and Towing in Viborg. Revolution Repair and Towing is a proud repair shop of the Viborg Hurley Cougars. They offer 24-hour towing. They also offer complete domestic cars, SUVs, and pickup repairs, selling the right tires for your vehicle and offer wheel balancing and alignment. For your next repair services, bring it to the new Revolution Repair and Towing. They look forward to servicing you.
Welcome back, Viborg Hurley Middle School, Hurley, South Dakota. Host of the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic. Thanks for tuning in Live Ticket TV. I'm Cole Larch alongside me. My producer, color man, cameraman extraordinaire, maybe, Spencer Bewley if he's recovered from blowing his nose. There we go. At halftime, the Vermillion Tanagers lead the Pine Ridge Thorpes 35-18 here in game number 6. Statistically, first for Pine Ridge. Marvin Richard III, 9 points, 4 rebounds for him. Anthony Steele with 6, Colby Steele with 3. That wraps up their scoring. They scored 9 in the first and 9 in the second for their 18 points. They were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Vermillion Tanagers, 35 points in the first half, led by Landon Cerny. 13 points, 5 rebounds for him. Trey Hansen with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals in the ball game for him so far. Gabe Larson with 5 points and a board. Luke Jensen, 3 points and a board. Carter Hansen, 2 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks for him. And Spencer Blanchett off the bench, quick 3 points for him. Vermillion scores 20 in the first, 15 in the second for their total of 35 points. They were 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Again, 35-18 your halftime score. I turn it over to my color analyst, Spencer Bewley, for his thoughts on the first half. You know, Spencer, you could kind of look at it either way. Vermillion Tanager offense playing very good, shooting the ball very well, defense staying solid, or you can look at it and say the Pine Ridge offense not shooting the ball well at all, and their defense really struggling to keep up. Which one do you kind of look at?
I credit this more as a Vermillion success rather than a Pine Ridge failure, for lack of a better word. I think that Vermillion, their defense and their length has really forced Pine Ridge to play outside of what they want to do offensively. I mean, there is nothing happening interiorly. That's only turnovers have come when Pine Ridge has gotten the ball inside of the paint. And the Vermillion offense has just shot the lights out. I mean, they're just playing so well offensively at this point in the season. Pine Ridge isn't necessarily playing bad defense. I mean, they're keeping the ball out of the inside fairly well, and they're contesting shots down low pretty well. It's just the fact of the matter is when the Tanagers have an open three, there is a really good chance that shot is going to get made. And on the defensive end, I mean, you can't really expect Pine Ridge to keep up with the three-point shooting of the Tanagers at this rate, but they don't have any other option. They're forced to shoot the three.
Again, Pine Ridge comes into this ball game 65.5 points per game. Vermillion, 75 points per game. I think that's the biggest difference that we're seeing here inside the Viborg Hurley Middle School. In your halftime score, 35-18. Let's get you caught up on games that have already happened here inside Hurley. Del Rapids defeated Osmond, Nebraska in a girls matchup, 9:30 in the morning, 57-19. And the Del Rapids boys followed it up with a 63-51 win over ranked Freeman the Flyers out of Class B. At 12:30, the Centerville girls defeated Hills Beaver Creek out of Minnesota. Very good contest there, 64-58. Then at 2 o'clock, the ACDC Thunder boys defeated Centerville on a tip-in with 0.8 seconds. They got the win, 58-56. Del Rapids St. Mary's with a win over ACDC girls, and our last game, 61-49. And that brings us to now where your halftime score is 35-18. 2 games to follow this one. Viborg Hurley against Elk Point Jefferson on the girls' side of things. And on the boys' side, Viborg Hurley and Elk Point Jefferson. Those games scheduled to start at 6:30 and 8 o'clock. Again, as the current time is 5:54, I'd say we'd be lucky to start by 6:45 for that girls' contest. That's enough for the halftime show. When we come back, it is second half action from inside the Viborg Hurley Middle School. You're watching the Midwest Miracles Classic on Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Proud supporters of the Cougars, it's New Era Steel in Viborg. In business for over 20 years, New Era Steel creates custom steel fabrications across the Midwest. From small projects around the house to new building designs, New Era Steel works in residential, commercial, and industrial. Supporting the community and the Cougars, Matt and his crew are always ready for your next steel project in America. When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Well, there we go. Let's turn the microphones on, Spencer Bewley, and let's get you set for quarter number 3 of game number 6 of the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic. We'll start the ball, the Tanagers will, in their road black uniforms going right to left on your screen. The Pine Ridge Thorpes in their home whites going left to right. And 35-18 is your score. Long three going to miss by quite a ways that time for Luke Jensen. Ball goes out of bounds, possession to Pine Ridge. Not exactly how the Vermillion Tanagers wanted to start quarter number 3, as Spencer Bewley and I, during that halftime break, reminiscing on a Viborg Hurley Cougars girls game that Spencer called either 1 year ago or 2 years ago, trying to recall the name of the post player. And we tried finding that one, and to no avail for us.
I believe it's Haley Nelson. 99% sure.
All right, there you go. Colby Steele, quick 3-ball for him on the right wing. He now has 6 points in the ball game. Makes it 35-21 here in the third quarter. Cerny to Larson. Back to Cerny. Trey Hansen right side. Into Jensen. Jensen spins. Floater good from the right block, Luke Jensen now 5 points for him in the ball game. Back up to a 16-point game, 37-21. A minute gone in the third quarter. Again, I'm Cole Larsch, alongside me, Spencer Bewley. We've got us for the last 3. Spencer Bewley will have the play-by-play on the 6:30 game, and I'll have you for the nightcap. Floater in the lane. That one's up and good. Alex Bissonette, first 2 points of the ball game for him.
It's a good start for Pine Ridge. They struggled in scoring a little bit for what they're used to there in the first half, so good to come out of the half and see a couple buckets drop, but here we go again.
Landon Cerny, 16 points for him in the ball game. And Jay Drake is going to take his patented quick timeout. We're going to step aside, take it with him. Back to Hurley, South Dakota in 30 seconds.
Red Dog Construction is a locally owned family business that prides itself on providing quality building services. Whether you're looking to build a new home, pool building, or arena for your acreage, beautiful new porch, or maybe do a remodel on your bathroom, Red Dog Construction will provide high quality, custom work that you can't beat. Contact Red Dog Construction for your next project and check out their website to see all their beautiful work they've done. Red Dog Construction is a proud supporter of Viborg Hurley activities.
Welcome back to Viborg Hurley Middle School. Tanagers 40, Thorpes 23, 6:20 to go. You're in quarter number 3. Thanks for tuning in to Live Ticket TV. Again, you're wondering why the pay-per-view for this event. Portion of the proceeds will go back to the Midwest Miracles Foundation. Travel called on Anthony Steele. They're going to say that on his pump fake, he picked up his left foot and then put it back down. as well as his right foot, so a travel called. Turnover and possession back to Vermillion. Trey Hansen will bring it across for the Vermillion Tanagers. 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 3. Trey Hansen drives left, laying through contact, no. And we're going to get a rebounding foul called on Trey. Second personal and the first team foul of the half. Of the quarter, I should say. 17-point ball game, 40-23, 5:50 to play in the third. Steele bounce pass inside Richard III. Good move inside, and the left-handed lay-in is good. Marvin Richard III now double figures for him. He has 11 points. Trying to get his team back into this one. Carter Hansen to Cerny. Trey Hansen. Skip pass to Carter on the left wing. Now he'll try to drive baseline, guarded by Richard III. Carter lost it for a moment. Gets it to Jensen, 15 on the shot clock. Back to Carter. Over to Trey, left wing. He'll drive baseline now. A foul going to be called on the drive. It's going to go on Anthony Steele, first personal, and the first team foul. 5:15 to go. Fresh shot clock again for the Vermillion Tanagers. Trey Hansen to throw it in. Box set for the Tanagers. They get it immediately into Trey, but he cannot reach it. Jay Drake says, "What in the world are we doing?" or something along those lines. Probably can't exactly say what he said there on the bench.
Odds in that favor. Yeah, just a little bit chaotic here for Vermillion. I mean, they don't necessarily look as comfortable by any means as they did. Neither team, really. I mean, we're seeing a lot of fouls here early on. Both coaches visibly frustrated with the way this second half has started off. Nobody's playing the way they want to.
Offensive foul, illegal screen called on number 24, Kenny Pulliam. Third personal and the second team foul on the Thorpes here in the third quarter. Cerny has it right wing. Trey Hansen, top of the key, back to Cerny. Trying to look inside to Larson. Jay Drake says throw the ball. And Carter Hansen drives in. His layup is missed. Rebound Anthony Steele, first of the ball game. Richard drives, underhand lay-in, off the glass, and good for two for Marvin Richard III. 13 points now. A whistle as the ball was loose. So clock will stop and now start back up again. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. 13-point game, 40-27. Trey Hansen over to Carter. Carter takes the handoff to Trey, now to Cerny, back to Carter Hansen. Left wing, he's got a couple dribbles. Now he's back at the top of the key. Lob pass to Trey, 15 on the shot clock. He'll drive middle through contact, no whistle. Offensive rebound. Putback is good for Trey Hansen. Now double figures for him. 11 points in the ball game, 42-27. Quick three. Colby Steele got it in the left corner. 9 points for Colby Steele. 42-30, halfway through quarter number 3, excuse me. Cerny dump pass inside. Trey Hansen lost it now. A foul going to be called. Reach-in foul going to be on, I believe, Alex Bissonette. Yes, number 15, his second personal. And the third team foul. Spencer Blanchette, number 13, a 5'9 sophomore guard, will check in. Trey Hansen will check out for what will likely be a short stint on the bench.
Yeah, I think Jay Drake just a little bit frustrated with his play inside there, whatever it was. I maybe just give him a rest, give him a couple pointers, and get him back in this ball game. But back to the previous possession when he got his own rebound. That's one thing I really admire about Trey Hansen is he'll go down there and he may miss a bucket underneath, but he's always going to fight for his own board and give himself a second chance opportunity, and he converts into points a lot of the time.
Colby Steele pump fake, 15-foot pull-up jumper from the left corner is no good. Rebound to Luke Jensen, his second of the ball game. 44-30. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. Carter Hansen will walk it across, and just as we said, quick discussion between Jay Drake, Lewis Budmeyer, and Trey Hansen. And Trey Hansen is back ready to check in. Turnaround shot, that one's off the mark for Jensen. Rebound controlled, he gets it back out to him, and that shot is also off the mark and no good. Colby Steele with the rebound. Hand off Anthony Steele back at the midcourt. Again, we're going by the orange basketball lines here in the Viborg Hurley Middle School. Shot up by Marvin Richard III is no good, but a bump, whistle, and a foul going to be called. Luke Jensen's second personal and the second team foul again as the crowd starts to fill in. It's going to be pretty much a home doubleheader here at Viber Hurley for the next two games.
Yep, crowd starting to fill in. Shout out to the Vermillion girls team for showing up here and supporting the boys tonight. Always good travel squad there. They travel a lot of fans very well. It was pretty much filled up entirely over at Tri-Valley last night.
Second free throw is good for Marvin Richard III. He is 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Struggled last night from the line. A couple uncharacteristic misses for him. Blanchette, pull-up right wing three. Rattles in and out, no, but a big offensive rebound by Carter Hansen, his 5th rebound of the night. He's got it back towards midcourt. He'll now drive middle through contact, lay in, count the bucket and the foul for the senior, Carter Hansen.
Yeah, big-time play from Carter Hansen. Stepping up this whole half, it's really felt like Vermillion's kind of been on edge. I mean, they still have a pretty strong lead over Pine Ridge, but obviously with Pine Ridge living and dying behind the arc, I mean, this is a team it's not going to go away easy, not going to go away quietly, and can very quickly go on runs that'll snatch your lead away.
Free throw missed by Carter Hansen. Quick three, Colby Steele got it to go from the right side. 12 points now for him in the ball game, 46-35. I was going to say Vermillion Tanagers now 0 for 3 from the free throw line here in this ball game. Carter Hansen, Blanchette back to Hansen on the handoff. He's got it left side. Skip past Cerny on the right side. Handoff Blanchette. Crosses over, drives baseline. Now a foul going to be called on the drive, and we're shooting free throws. That's going to be the 5th personal foul on Kenny Pulliam. So now he'll have to come out. 5 quick personal fouls, 2 in the first, 3 in the third. And he is done for the game. First free throw for Spencer Blanchette, again shooting the front end of the bonus. Off the mark, no. 0 for 4 from the free throw line is Vermillion.
Yeah, they're going to need to start punching in some of these free throws, cashing in some of the free opportunities. I mean, there's, again, Pine Ridge, they can come back very easily. These are some comfort points that you're going to want down the stretch as this game starts to heat up.
1 for 5 from the line. Blanchette now with 4 points, 47-35. A minute 50 to go in quarter number 3. Anthony Steele will drive left, bump, whistle, foul. First personal on Cerny and the 3rd team foul. Anthony Steele at the free throw line. 6 points for him in the ball game, all from beyond the arc. First one's up off back iron and no. 4 for 5 now from the line are the Thorpes. They see both teams every chance they get getting some water. Pine Ridge on 8-man rotation. Second one is good for Steele, 7 points for him. Vermillion on just a 6-man rotation. Again, both these squads played last night. Hansen, Carson Pricer, number 35, he's now in the ball game. Now a 7-man rotation for the Vermillion Tanagers. Trey Hansen drives, he spins, gets up through contact, nothing called. Shot no good. Bissonette with the rebound. So better job there by Trey Hansen to control himself, but could not get the whistle. Blackfeather for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Landon Cerny with his 6th rebound of the ball game.
Yeah, I actually thought that last play by Trey Hansen, there was definitely contact, and I think it did inhibit his shooting. But, I mean, word gets around, and he definitely leans forward to try and draw the foul. And a lot of times when the officials watch you kind of lean into contact so much that it can almost be written off as you're inhibiting your own shooting abilities.
Colby Steele for 3. 15 points for him out of the 3 ball by Trey Hansen. So immediate response. It is now 50-39. 41 seconds to play in the third. As I notice now, a couple players utilizing that trash can by Pine Ridge's bench. So it'll be interesting to note that. That is Zayden Winters down there. Maybe feeling a little sick. We're to the third, blocked away by Carter Hansen. 3rd block of the game for the big Carter Hansen. Now the shot clock is off. 18 seconds for Trey Hansen and the Tanagers. Guarded by Steele over to Blanchette, back to Trey. He's got 11. Trey with 10, 9, 8. Tries passing to the corner for Blanchette, and he throws a pass to an 8-foot guy. And again, reminder, Spencer Blanchette, the 5'9 sophomore.
And I think that Jay Drake really wanted Trey to take that one to the hole, if I could read his mouth at all correctly, but also just knowing the game situation. I mean, Trey's got a great drive to the hoop, and he can finish well. And at the bare minimum, you can at least try and draw a foul.
Richard over to Steele. 3-ball rattles in and out, no good for Anthony Steele, and that is how the third quarter will end. Tanagers 50, Thorpes 39. We're going to step aside. Fourth quarter action. When we come back, you're watching the Midwest Miracles Classic on Live Ticket TV.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action, the sixth game of the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic. Thanks for tuning in to Live Ticket TV. I'm Cole Larsch, alongside me, Spencer Bewley. We've got you covered for the rest of the night here inside Hurley, South Dakota. The Thorpes will start with the ball down 11, going left to right in their home whites. Ball is poked away and now stolen away. Trey Hansen, fifth steal of the ball game for Trey. Tanagers in the road blacks, going right to left out of the Hansen steal. Carter, top of the key, he's unguarded. Pump fakes a three, now bounce pass inside the Jensen. Jensen, couple dribbles, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound is controlled by Blackfeather. Second board for him. Richard has it at the 10-foot line for volleyball. Spins middle, lay in, no, through contact and a foul called. Marvin Richard III will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Trey Hansen, third personal. First team foul of the quarter. Marvin Richard III, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 15 points tonight. Make that 16 and 5 for 5. As a team, the Thorpes 6 for 7. Second one's up and good, 17 points to lead the way for Pine Ridge for Marvin Richard III. 50-41, 7 minutes to go in quarter number 4. Cerny, Carter Hansen lost it for a moment. Ball's still loose. He tries throwing it up to Larson, and it's stolen away by Caleb Blackfeather. Quickly up ahead. Steele blocked away by Landon Cerny. What a night. What a 2 nights.
I was going to say, what a weekend. I mean, both ends of the floor.
Richard has it back at half court. Bissonette back to Richard. He lost it. It's loose. Out of bounds on the line. Turnover and possession to the Vermillion Tanagers. Trey Hansen with 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter will bring it across for the Tanagers, guarded by Anthony Steele. Bounce pass Cerny. Cerny gets a screen, now back to Carter Hansen, now to Trey. Inside Larson, bounce pass out Hansen, Jensen, Cerny in the left corner. Cerny kicks out, stolen away by Marvin Richard III, first steal for him. Lobs it up, Anthony Steele, lay in no good, tip back by Richard is no good. Rebound Larson. Ball is loose, fought for, and now we're going to get an off-ball foul. No, a jump ball is called. Possession arrow points in favor of the Vermillion Tanagers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was close. I thought it was a little bit quick of a trigger pull on the jump ball call, but at the same time, I mean, both players kind of falling backwards like that. You want to keep them safe. You don't want to see both of them go to the ground and turn it into a wrestling match out there, but it definitely looked like that was going to turn into points for Pine Ridge.
Luke Jensen, quick three on the opposite end, and is back up to a 12-point game, 53-41. Richard inside out to Blackfeather. Kicks out to Steele. Steele, couple dribbles. Inside Richard. He'll drive middle. Floater, no. Rebound put back up. Bissonette. His shot up, no good as well. Rebound out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by the Vermillion Tanagers. No replay?
Oh, that's what you're. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. See,
I don't have you in my peripheral.
You're getting my cues eventually.
I don't have you in my peripheral here. We're facing to the right. You're on my left.
Yeah, I should just start smacking you then.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Bissonette hands off to Anthony Steele, who will hand it to Marvin Richard III, and now a foul going to be called on Trey Hansen. That's going to be his fourth personal foul. So he'll have to come out for a little bit. Gabe Larson will check in. Trey Hansen greeted by a hands on hip Jay Drake.
There's not much worse in team sports than walking off and your coach just hands on hips looking at you. But, I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, you need Trey Hansen on the offensive end. I mean, I know it's the fourth quarter, but you still got over 5 minutes left to play. So for him to have to go out in foul trouble, that's a big loss on the offensive end.
Now Luke Jensen, his third personal foul. The third team foul on the Tanagers already here in the quarter. Colby Steele, his shot-outs off the mark. 7 rebounds for Landon Cerny in the ball game. 53-41. Blanchette to Cerny in the corner. Larson has it. Jensen top of the key. Blanchette right wing, 5-out formation for the Vermillion Tanagers. Carter Hansen, couple moves. He'll drive in, kick out Cerny. Right wing three. Got it, Landon Cerny. Oh my, the hot hand continues. 19 points for Landon Cerny.
Never a doubt. I mean, again, if he's open, that thing is falling.
Averages about 5 points a game coming into yesterday's game against Tri-Valley. Scored 12 yesterday, now has 19 today. Marvin Richard III shot up is no good. Rebound 2, Spencer Blanchette, first board for him. Carter Hansen brings it across the timeline, 4:15 to play here in the fourth. Blanchette, Carter Hansen guarded closely by Richard, lost it for a moment. Now he's got it back. Now we're going to get a 5-second call on Carter Hansen, who's guarded closely by Richard. A lot of hand checks and an incidental elbow in there as well. Aggressively back and forth. Much to the dismay of Jay Drake, but he was closely guarded. So, with 4:03 to go in the fourth, Thorpes with the basketball. Anthony Steele drives right, lay-in is good for him. 9 points in the ball game, and now timeout called by head coach Casey Means. We'll take it with him back to the Viborg Hurley Middle School in 60 seconds.
Families.
Attention producers, the new year is upon us, and that means it's time to update your display and controller software, which is crucial for optimizing performance and profits. Contact the professionals at Grossenberg Implement today so you can make the most of the enhanced features and farming tools that are currently available. Optimize your efficiency, productivity, and connectivity options with a software update at Grossenberg Implement. Visit one of our 9 locations or go to grossenberg.com for more information. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
Welcome back to the 2024 Midwest Miracles Classic here on Live Ticket TV. I'm Cole Larsch. Alongside me, Spencer Bealey. We've got you covered for this one, the next one, and the next one. Again, 2 games following this one, a Viber Hurley Elk Point Jefferson girl-boy doubleheader. Scheduled to start at 6:30. Again, it is 6:21. Buy a lottery ticket if we start even remotely close. 13-point ball game, 56-43. Carter Hansen towards the bench. Lost it, stolen away, Anthony Steele. Lay in, short, no. Rebound, Carter Hansen. Quickly up ahead, that's Jensen, lay in off the glass and good for 2. 10 points for him, and now not sure what we just had. Referee signaled something.
Maybe
Jay Drake said call it then. I think we've got
maybe
a bench warning.
That was my guess. Maybe some kind of warning.
That's about the only thing I can think of right now, because it wouldn't have been a flopping call, or else that would have been a team technical and 2 free throws.
Just kind of pointed at him, pointed at the bench area.
Pointed at the bench area and talked immediately to the official scorer wearing the zebra inside on the scorer's table.
Yep.
Richard's spin-around shot is off the mark. He's trying to draw contact now, looking like Trey Hansen. And now a foul called out by half court. Going to go on Colby Steele's second personal.
Yeah, Jay Drake is trying to slow this team down right now. I mean, he's trying to slow the Vermillion offense down. It's hard because they're in such a it's a track meet of a game, but you can see both him and the whole bench really saying, guys, slow it down, putting the hands up, just slow down.
Ball tapped out of bounds. All the coaches right now, except for Connor Rohrig, are standing up, giving out some instructions. John Ruvers and Louis Budmeyer will sit back down. Jay Drake, again, very rarely does he ever sit during a ball game. I don't even think he sat last night, and it was a 35-point win. Carter Hansen, his shot up is no good. His putback also no good. Rebound to Colby Steele. Marvin Richard III, long floater, no. Blanchette was about 4 feet out of bounds, but he tried to save it, so got to credit him for the effort. But
wrong place, wrong time. I mean, that just fell right into his lap, and he's sitting near the padding on the back wall.
He was almost closer to the padding. As now one of our referees going to warn the coaches. I believe it was John Ruvers. He's trying to give some defensive instructions, and he said, all right, let's sit down. Enough with the yelling. Again, they already have one bench warning, I think. Again,
I was going to say,
it's away from us, so that's purely a guess. Luke Jensen for 3, got it from the right corner. Luke Jensen, 13 points for him in the ball game, and this Tanager team cannot miss in the last 2 games. It is 61-43, 2:10 to play. Richard drives in, lay-in, will go off the rim for him. 19 points in the ball game for Marvin Richard III. And when you think about it, this is one of his lowest scoring performances of the season to this point. Larson, his shot's off the mark, rebound tapped around. They're going to say last touched by the Vermillion Tanagers. And we're going to take a look at it one more time here on replay. Either way, it's going to be, that's what it's called. And now Jay Drake will take a timeout. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back to Viber Hurley in 60 seconds.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremont.
1:54 to go in the fourth quarter. The Vermillion Tanagers lead the Pine Ridge Thorpes 61-45. Thanks for tuning in to VibrantPhillyCougars.liveticket.tv. I'm Cole Larsch alongside me, Spencer Bewley. We've got you covered for the remainder of this one. 100 seconds to go. Richard III off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Michael Calley, and we're going to get a foul call. No, out of bounds.
Double dribble, I believe.
Okay, double dribble. There we go. See, I was looking down at my stat sheet, then I looked up and I was blocked, so I tried looking through the monitor, and that didn't work out too well for me. A lot of things going on up here.
Could have hit the replay for you, but
yeah, that's all right. Again, the silent auction and the free will donation lunch back behind us as well up here in the upper section of the Viborg-Hurley Middle School Gymnasium. Tanagers have it. 1 minute separates shot clock and game clock. Tanagers just looking to slow things down. Now Trey Hansen will make a drive through contact, lay in off the glass, and good for two. Trey Hansen, 16 points in the ball game for him. 64 seconds to play, 63-45. Lay in, no good. Rebound, fought for, controlled by Carter Hansen now. A loose ball foul going to be called on the Pine Ridge Thorpes. That is Carter Hansen's 8th rebound.
He's had a great night. I mean, he was involved early on in a couple of steals. I mean, his length has been big. He's been one of the ones that's caused a lot of trouble for Pine Ridge inside.
6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, according to my stat sheet again. None of those but the points are official. The rest of them are just what I see from up here in my broadcast booth. Tanagers struggled to get it across the half-court stripe, but they will take the timeout in time. It'll be a 60-second timeout if they got it. And they will. We're going to step aside, take it with them. We're going to take a short one back to the Viborg-Hurley Middle School in 30 seconds.
Helena Agri Enterprises LLC, proudly serving area communities with a wide range of agricultural products ranging from fertilizer, seed, chemical, precision planting products, as well as all of your custom application needs. Call one of the 4 locations today in Menno, Tripp, Freeman, and Turkey Ridge. Helena would like to wish all the area teams a successful season. Helena, people, products, knowledge.
Welcome back inside Viborg-Hurley Middle School. Tanagers with the lead 63-45. Let's get you caught up on games that have already happened as part of the inaugural Midwest Miracles Classic. Del Rapids defeated Osmond, Nebraska in the girls contest 57-19 at 9:30 in the morning. At 11 o'clock, Del Rapids boys defeated Freeman, a ranked Freeman Flyers squad, 63-51. Immediately following, the Centerville Tornado girls, the defending champs and number 1 team in Class B, defeated Hills Beaver Creek 64-58. ACDC boys with the win over Centerville on a last-second shot, 58-56. And Del Rapids St. Mary's defeated ACDC girls 61-49. Tanagers with an 8-point lead on their way to defeat the Pine Ridge Thorpes here in Game 6. And now a loose ball foul going to be called. Marvin Richard III, his 2nd personal and the 3rd team foul. With this lead right now, again, assuming it will stay, and it'd take a major miracle for it not to stay, Vermillion will move to 4-1 on the season. The Pine Ridge Thorpes will drop to 5-6. Yes, you heard that right. It is January 4th, and Pine Ridge has played 11 basketball games. None of them at home. They've all been away for classics or something of the sort for the Thorpes. 30 seconds to play. Blanchette inside. Jensen off the glass. Good for 2. 15 points for him. 2nd assist for Spencer Blanchette. 20-point game. Richard drives in. Blocked by Carter Hansen. Little smirk there on the face of Carter Hansen. 4th block for him in the ball game. 1 in each quarter, according to my stat sheet. Richard for 3. That one's short off the mark. Blanchette with his 3rd rebound. He will dribble it across half court. Head coach Casey Means says, all right, just let him dribble it out, and that is how the ball game will end. The Vermillion Tanagers with the win over the receiving votes Pine Ridge Thorpes. Final score 65-45. We're going to keep it here for as long as we can for our presentation of the Shields Player of the Game. And by all instances, they're going to have a tough decision. 19 points for Landon Cerny, 16 Trey Hansen, 15 Luke Jensen. Let's see who they end up giving it to. Again, awarded by Kobe Sherman, the organizer of this classic. And let's see who the player of the game will be. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block for the Shields player of the game, number 12, the senior Landon Cerny. And your final score is 65-45. Let's get you the final stats before our girl-boy doubleheader between Viborg Hurley and Elk Point Jefferson. First for Pine Ridge, 45 points. Marvin Richard III led all scoring, 19 points, 4 rebounds, an assist and a steal. Colby Steele, 15 points, 3 rebounds for him. Anthony Steele with 9, a rebound, an assist, and 2 steals. Alex Bissonette, 2 points, 4 rebounds for him. Caleb Blackfeather with 2 rebounds. Michael Callie with 2 rebounds as well. 9 in the first, 9 in the second, 21 in the third, 6 in the fourth. For their total of 45 points, they will fall to 5-6 on the season. As the pregame buzzer sounded, but we are going to wait just a little bit for, I'm not exactly sure what, so both teams will go back in their respective corners. For the Vermillion Tanagers in the ballgame, 65 points. As now the music has stopped. Not exactly sure what is going on here, but we'll get to it maybe if we know anything. Leading scorer, Landon Cerny, 19.7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block for him. Carter Hansen, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. Luke Jensen, 15 points, 2 rebounds. Gabe Larson, 5 points, 2 rebounds for him. Trey Hansen, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 steals for him in the ball game. Spencer Blanchette, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for him in the ball game. They score 20 in the first, 15 in the second, 15 in the third, 15 in the fourth for their total of 65 points. Again, your final score, 65-45. Tanagers go to 4-1. Pine Ridge Thorpes will drop to 5-6 on their season. We're going to step aside when we come back. It is Viborg Hurley and Elk Point Jefferson in a girls matchup. That is on the way next here on Hoop City, Viborg Hurley Cougars.liveticket.tv.
Thank you.